Last time on Taverns and Caverns, the party makes their way into the village of Tano in order to investigate the current situation with the Yaksha. When we arrive, the village is pretty empty, and there are some dead bodies laying around. Evidence that the Yaksha had already beat us to it. We come across some villagers who are hiding in their homes for their lives while the other purifiers are currently doing battle in different parts of the village. We started looking around and we ended up finding that they didn't quite make it through the battle. Which means now it's up to us, and we're brand new, so we'll see how that goes. Our new very small party is attacked by a goblinoid Yaksha, a gigantic, disgusting spider with too many legs, who tried to eat us and almost succeeded with some of us. Eventually, we became victorious, though. You're welcome for the heals. Episode 66, Trailing Danger.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Taverns and Caverns, everyone. This is your Dungeon Master, HaphazardDM. And last time on D&D, Taverns and Caverns, we started Season 2 with a whole new cast of characters. We have Roroi Royce, the Artificer, Houta Liu-bei, our Rogue, Stella Bogenheim, the Bard, and Yome, our Cleric. They all gathered and joined forces to become purifiers in order to cleanse the lands of Shimada and all of Ashai from the corrupted beings known as the Yaksha. And they came across another group of purifiers in a village of Tano that were decimated by a group of Yaksha, as well as what looked like to be a corrupted spider Yaksha. Our players were able to defeat these Yaksha goblinoids and the spider, and they left off right after that battle, so that is exactly where we're going to pick up. So, as you all just destroyed the spider Yaksha, as I mentioned before, all you can hear around you is the fire crackling, and other than that, pure silence. The wind is blowing against your faces as that fire around is crackling. Parts of the trees are on fire. There's a couple of the huts around you that are on fire as well, from the carnage that just ensued. What are the four of you doing at this point after defeating the spider Yaksha?
I say we just check around, see if there's any more of these bastards hanging about. What do you say?
I mean, I'm shook, man. That was nuts.
I do like I guess investigation, like to look around in any of the houses or whatever.
Yeah, you can investigate, do a perception check, whatever you want to do. If you kind of want to look around to see if there's any other threats possibly, or anyone that might be, survivors of some kind. But yes. All right. So Felicia rolled a 23 on her perception. So what is Yome doing with perception? Is she just looking around trying to spot any more threats, or how about is she going?
Looking in, I assume these little huts have windows.
Some of them do, not all of them, but some of them
She's
do. Yes.
peeking in real slow because she's not trying to get fucked up.
All right, so you're just peeking around.
Yeah.
All right, so as you're walking around, looking through some of the windows, most of the huts that you come across that do have windows, you don't see anything alive in them. The villagers that lived in these huts are for the most part gone, or they've been killed. You don't find any other Yaksha walking about, but as you're looking around, you do come across one of the downed purifiers who's near one of the huts. As you're looking through the window, you feel something tug up against your ankle.
My ankle?
Yes.
She said, She is kind of scared to turn and look, and she slowly turns and looks down.
As you slowly turn and look down, you can see one of your fallen comrades, one of the purifiers, that is lying there with blood, a pool of blood underneath him. He's looking up at you and he's just tugging on your ankle, and his hand is shaking rather slowly as he is struggling to lift it, and he points over towards the forest, because again, you guys are in Shikuzen Peaks, which the village is partly in the forest that goes up into the mountains. He can barely speak. You can barely hear him, but more. And as he points in one direction, his hand drops to the ground and he ends up passing away.
I can't revive him. You said nope. He's dead.
Basically, he is
It was too
injured
late.
to the point that even a heal wouldn't save him. His parts of his guts are hanging out. He's gone.
He was just grievously wounded. So
Yes.
he was pointing towards the forest, right?
Yes, part of the forest.
I want to roll an investigation to see if the Yaksha actually came from there.
Okay. Oh,
like tracks coming from there, or
you got 23 as well. So before that, Yome, do you just like yell that out?
He just said there's more that way.
Yeah.
And died.
He just goes more and then dies.
She shakes her foot so that his hand's not touching her.
Damn,
anymore. He's dead.
That's your ally.
I don't know him.
Boom.
When did I meet him? The other day? 5 minutes ago? That's not my friend. I would have healed him, but you said he dead. Like, that's not my fault. That's on you. That's on you. That's on you. That's on God.
Jesus.
She shakes her foot and she's like, well, you guys might want to get ready. I think there's more that way. And then points.
All right.
What do you want me to do with him? Wait, you want me to bury him?
Houta, you hear this and you go to investigate. So you're looking for tracks in other.
You probably don't even follow my God. Fuck him.
Roroi's going to be going with Houta as well. He kind of see a little kind of twinkle in his eye. He's ready to fight some more after that.
Damn, you got beat. You ready to fight again?
Well, he got the killing blow, so he's kind of smelling his own shit right now.
All right, well, Houta, as you and Roroi move towards the northwest portion of the village area that you're in, Houta, you kneel down to inspect or investigate. You do your Batman investigation skills with a 23. You pull out your utility belt and everything. Start looking around, and you do find there are several tracks that move towards the village coming from the forest exactly where you're looking. But these tracks all look to be small creature size, which would explain the Yaksha goblinoids that you just fought. They were all small creatures.
Mm-hmm.
You do notice there is tracks that look like animal tracks, about a four-legged animal. And it has tracks coming into the village, but there's also tracks running back into the forest as well. But you also notice another set of large tracks, a bipedal creature. Looks like they were wearing boots or who knows. You're not sure, but there's a pair of tracks that are rushing into the forest as well.
Check this out here. It seems like there's look at these creatures here. Bipedal, other type creatures, maybe an animal, but they're all retreating toward the forest. And I relay the rest of the information back. What do you think?
I say, let's go after him.
Yome, when you're done shaking that guy's hand off your ankle, you ready?
What if there's like a lot more?
I say, bring him.
What?
Bring him, huh? Aren't you ready for a fight?
They weren't that bad. I can't believe I was scared. There was nothing.
Really? This was a low level. I faced the Yaksha before. Took 10 of us. But perhaps you might show me something different. I guess we shall see.
Oops, I didn't mean
God damn.
Stella, you ready?
Ready for what?
To see where these tracks lead.
Guess we don't really have a choice, do we?
Yeah, it's better than evacuating the citizens too early, right?
Yeah, I agree with you, but it's our first day. They're already putting us to freaking work.
I need a drink. Let's get a move on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna follow the tracks.
Okay, it looks like Felicia, you're casting Cure.
No, I didn't mean to hit that.
Okay.
I was just looking at my spells because y'all gonna go get fucked up.
All right, so keep in mind, so you guys can we can utilize this moment to do, if you want, a short rest. That's if you prefer. You don't have to. A short rest would be about. So there's one of two ways we can do this. We can do a short rest that's 1 hour. You can gain some HP back, or you can do a longer rest, short rest, and get half your spells back. But that takes up a good 4 to 5 hours.
I mean, I only used one spell, I think. Right?
I mean, I could stand and get mine back if we're doing another battle, but
I'll go with the consensus.
Up to you guys. Just throwing that
Yeah.
option out there.
Sorry, keeping track of mine.
Anyone need a short rest before we move on?
I'll sit your ass down.
yeah, I have not the greatest stamina. So, give me a minute.
He plants his ass back down on the ground. He kind of slumps against something.
So as the group sits down, you're taking the 1 hour short rest.
Did we get spell slots?
So if you want to take the longer short rest, I'll give you half your spell slots back.
Okay.
So half of your spell slots for each spell slot.
Okay.
I only used like 2, I think. So
Okay. And then since you're taking a short rest, go ahead. You have up to, on your character sheets, you're going to see hit dice in the middle of your character sheet. All of you have 3 hit die of your class die. If you want to use a hit die or 2 or more, you can go up to 3. You can roll that hit die up to the amount you have to heal your character. And you add your constitution modifier to that if you'd like to heal. You can only do this so many times up to the hit dies that you have. So you all have 3 hit die. You can't do it more than 3 times per day until you get another long rest.
Okay.
So we'll start using short rest with the HP that way. That's more along the lines of the general rules for the edition for the HP regain. Normally, I would just give you guys half your HP back, but I read into the rules a bit more for that aspect, and it was that bad. So remember, you add your Constitution modifier.
did not just roll 1
You
out of
just
rolling a
rolled a
1.
Yeah, just one to roll on.
So Roy, you add your Constitution modifier to that 1, and that's how much you
Okay.
gain. But that's 1 out of your 3 hit die. So if you have 2 more hit die, you can roll if you want.
Going to wait, and as Roroi is taking his rest, you see him tinkering with his studded leather armor a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forget to add your con to that one, Rod.
Yep.
There, I got full HP again.
Yep, you got 7 HP, Houta.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good.
Close.
All right. So as you all are taking this short break, nothing comes out at you. It's still pure silence, very chilling silence. You don't even hear crickets or animals. All you just hear is that fire just burning away.
Oh, anyone else feel that chilling silence that the narrator just said? He starts pulling out his pipe and starts crushing some herbs into it.
Lay off the cigatweeds. I don't hear anything.
All right, fine. I'll save until after.
You guys were saying something?
What are you doing over there?
Well, I was going to work on something, but wanted to wait till I got a little bit heavier armor. But, well, just going to try to test this out, see if it works. If it works, then definitely work on heavier armor. It'll be a surprise.
Oh, yeah, I like surprises. He stands up to stretch, cracks his back, starts pacing.
I just feel like someone should bury these bodies.
I mean, that's up to you guys.
We're warriors. We don't work at the funeral home. Somebody will find them.
Sometimes I work at the funeral home.
We can at least throw him on the pyre.
Is that? We probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah. If I lived here and I smelled burning flesh, I'd be pissed.
I feel like it's gonna draw people to it.
Well, fair enough. I'll just throw the idea out.
We can do it when we get back.
So you guys are right. We should send someone else to do it. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I feel like that's the whole point of being called.
I was just trying to be
purifier.
respectful after I shook his hand off me, but okay. You guys said no, thank you.
I didn't say no. I just said we can do it after we get back.
Well, it'll take you forever. You're gonna You fuck around on your hand the whole time. I need someone to dig a hole.
I can dig a hole.
Oh, you got yourself a spade?
We got shit to do.
I'm
So we
following
can do what we do
whoever's
that.
in the lead. Yeah, don't sign me up for that.
I'm ready to find some more yokai.
Yokai, Yaksha.
Simmer down.
Yaksha. I'm
We're
sorry.
down.
Yokai.
I'm sorry.
Yaksha, huh?
Yaksha. I'm sorry.
I
Edit
need
that
you to
out.
simmer
I mean-
down. That HP's looking
I
not
wrote-
great. I don't have that many spells. Let's chill.
Seem a little eager.
I wrote that down wrong.
We'll get there soon enough.
All right, so you all decide to leave the bodies as is, and you start to head towards the forest where those tracks were. Anything else you guys are trying to do? Rob, make sure you increase your HP on your character on the map.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just so you don't forget going into combat. So everyone is max health except for Roroi Royce.
All right.
Yeah. So you guys begin to follow the tracks going into the forest. And as you follow the tracks, we'll continue with that investigation that you made, Houta, since it was high. And you saw the tracks already. As you make your way further into the forest, you can notice that the tracks begin to dwindle, but you still can keep following these large bipedal tracks that are rushing, it looks like, into the forest. The smaller tracks that were coming towards the forest seem to have vanished as well. But those animal-looking like tracks, the four-legged creature that was rushing back into the forest, the tracks just all of a sudden disappear. Eventually, you come across only the bipedal tracks that continue further and deeper into the forest. And as deeper as you go, the darker it becomes. Because remember, it is still nighttime. And with you now moving into the more dense areas of the forest around these mountains, it begins to block some of that moonlight. So if you have dark vision, this would be beneficial for you. But it's gotten to the point where you might need to pull out possibly some lights or some torches of some kind, or you may have a disadvantage in your perception with your eyesight.
Well, I got dark vision. Anybody got a torch? Getting kind of dark.
Wow. Does everyone?
Actually, I should have a torch.
Actually, I think
Don't need it. Roroi pulls down his goggles. His night goggles.
oh, his night goggles. Okay, what about
Stella have?
Stella? Does Stella have dark vision? Or
Yeah, she does.
oh, okay.
No. Hit fucked Ryan.
Damn.
He was trying to mess with us, and we said no.
God damn. Okay. All right. So remember, dark vision allows you to see up to 60 feet in darkness. So you can't see as well past 60 feet,
Mhm.
but keep that in mind. So as you reach deeper into the forest, about 10 minutes of slowly, I'm assuming slowly following these tracks, again, it just becomes the two large tracks, the feet of the bipedal creature. What do you do at that point, Houta? You notice all the rest of the tracks just vanish.
He stops and kind of looks around slightly. I think we should tread carefully. He's gonna roll. Oh, he's
Mm.
gonna kind of hunker down a little bit just to put some stealth on, move silently, or at least
Can I
try to.
roll, like a nature or something to see if there's like. Are we just trying to see if we're about to run into him?
I mean, you could use a nature check to see if
Or the-
what kind of creature possibly it could be or what, but the tracks disappearing is odd.
I might
Normal-
roll.
But you could definitely do a nature check to try and maybe find out what those other tracks were, the
Or if they
four-legged
went
ones.
somewhere else. or
Yeah,
something.
correct. First off, you got a base 10 for your stealth, Houta. So I mean, you're an average stealth right now. You're not shining, but you're also not, as quiet as you could be.
No, he's not trying to hide. He's just more like just moving,
He's
just
not trying to be out in the
slightly.
open.
Okay.
Might roll an investigation though.
All right. So with a 12 of nature, Yome, because you are a cleric of nature, which makes sense with you being a fox, not a shifter, a yeki. That's what I call them here. So with a 12 nature, you inspect the tracks as you follow them, but when they disappear, you do notice something about the creature with the 4 legs or feet, those tracks. You do notice as you go further in that those tracks seem to have markings on them that would indicate that it is indeed a creature of some kind, because you can notice that those tracks have claw marks. They're not regular, just like toes or anything like that. You definitely see some paw prints in the tracks as well. So possibly a bear of some kind is your thought process of what this possibly could have been. At least something similar to that of a bear. It would be around the same size of a bear, possibly. But with those tracks disappearing, that's what throws you off guard. That's something, if it was a bear, there's no way tracks would just disappear like that, unless it was to climb up into a tree or something. But the way the tracks are moving, that wouldn't make as much sense. And I'm assuming we'll keep that 23 investigation check as you're following. You know, you're looking up with your dark vision. You don't see any bears. You don't see Winnie the Pooh up above you eating honey.
Christopher Rob.
You don't see Pooh up there. So the fact that you don't see any bears up above or creatures up above is definitely throwing you off. That doesn't seem normal.
Oh, it didn't look like it jumped. Where did the damn thing go? Is it
It teleported.
a bear or whatever this is?
I mean,
Maybe it's a flying bear.
look at what we just fought. I ain't counting out nothing.
Make me a perception check, Yome, to see if you see something else. Okay, a 12 perception. So as you're looking around and everyone's talking amongst another, you're looking through the trees and just around to see if there are any other clues. You do spot a few claw marks slashed up against some of the tree trunks up above. Just giant claw marks in some of the trees, like separate trees. That's about it.
Point it out to Houta because he seems like he knows what he's doing.
Oh, so it looks like they're jumping trees. Is that what I'm saying?
Looks like.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
So the thing is mobile. Oh, that's a little shaky. Shall we follow?
You still have the 2 footprints though of that large creature still running into the forest though.
This is true. Which
Looks
path
like
do we
they're
take?
going in the same direction, or are they going in separate directions?
All the tracks were going the same direction. It's just
Oh, okay.
it's just
Different ways.
well,
traveling.
the others just vanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see where this large creature will take us.
I also would like to try to be a little stealthy. I'm a little scared.
So it's just like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
you've been rolling with ass.
I know. 12, 11. Okay.
10.
10. Yeah.
Stella's
Mm.
good. She
Good,
got
goddamn.
17 on
Might as
stealth.
well.
Oh, rolling with an 8 stuff. Everybody's loud as fuck.
His tinkering hasn't done well for the stealth.
So as the group begins to try and be more silent about their movement, they don't want to make too much noise. Houta is taking the lead, I'm assuming. And Roroi, unfortunately, as quiet as he's trying to be, you all can hear his armor and some of his equipment just jingling around, acting like he's Eddie R. But he's definitely making a loud scene behind you guys. With 17, though, Stella, you are as quiet as you can be. You're sneaking into the territory like you're freaking Tenchu or something from fucking PlayStation. I think that's what the game was called, right, Rob? Tenchu.
Tenchu?
Yes.
Yep, silent assassin.
Yeah. Houta and Yome, you guys are about average. So, I mean, you're not making a lot of sound or anything like that, but you're not nearly as quiet as Stella is. But as the 4 of you continue following those bipedal marks, Houta, make me another perception check because you are ahead of everybody.
All right.
You follow these tracks for another good 5 or so minutes. Okay, a 13. You immediately spot some drops of blood. And the tracks that you're following continue a little further north of you.
Yo, check this blood.
And it looks fresh.
Oh,
Fresh
turns
blood.
around. Let's go back. Get some
No.
backup.
We are the backup.
I can't sell out a tour if I ain't alive.
I'll just get behind Roroi Royce. He seems ready and eager.
Yeah, dude, make up some more gear.
Damn. Get to work,
I will.
Roy.
I will relax. You'll get the royal treatment.
Hopefully.
Houta kind of scoffs at that. All right, let's see where this fresh blood will take us.
All right, so you follow that fresh blood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like big creatures. They're really good at grabbing me out of the sky. Why do you think this shirt I got on was so ripped up? I mean, I've taken all the pieces and sewn them into this, but I've been snatched out of the sky by owls, falcons, other things. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
You see me getting pulled up and you hear me scream, yank my ankle. I don't care if you pull it out of socket. Just pull.
All right.
But to cover my bases.
Oh, duly noted.
I revealed a new map right below.
Oh, no.
Place your characters at the very bottom middle where I'm pinging. And we're going to start off the bottom of the map because you're now in the forest. So as you slowly follow the blood trail, Houta leading the way, I'm assuming still.
Yep.
The blood, again, it's fresh, it's red, and it is a lot. Giant amounts of blood. And as you follow for the next minute or so, the blood goes ahead in front of the group up around this massive tree. You're now deep enough into the forest that many of the trees are massive. Some of these tree trunks are about anywhere from 3 to 10 feet wide. These are some massive trees. And that's why a lot of the light from above is being blocked due to the canopy up above from some of these trees. But the blood seems to trail around one of these trees to your right ahead of you, where I'm pinging. And to the right, to the northeast of you, there is this large tree. The blood goes around it. However, you don't know where else, you don't know what's around that tree, and you don't spot anything else. There is somewhat of an open, like, I don't want to say a field, but there is an open area straight ahead of you before or after the tree where there aren't as many trees. It looks like there's some open land there with some of the moon light shining down into it to give you some visuals. But if you want to make another perception to see what you might find, or if you want to follow that trail, it's up to you.
All
right.
Make a
Yome made a
perception as well.
15 perception. Roroi with a 9. Jesus Christ. All
Houta
right.
squints.
Houta, okay. Houta with a 3. Stella with an 8. Oh, goodness. All right. Yome, you having the highest perception, you being the only one that passed this. So no one knows what's around that tree where the blood continues. Not even Yome, just because it's behind the tree trunk, so you can't see. But Yome can definitely tell up ahead in that small little area that doesn't have as many trees, the little field. Yome, you see some fallen bodies scattered around up above. And let me go ahead and place them really quick. You see a couple bodies scattered with blood underneath them, but they're not bodies of humans, orcs, or anything of the sorts. It is more bodies of the fallen Yaksha goblinoids that you guys fought
orcs
earlier.
or anything of the sorts.
Nope.
That rhymes.
That's it. You just
Take
see
my job.
you just see a couple of them scattered in front of you, corpses, these poor corrupted goblinoids, and they're just lying there in pools of blood. It looks like there was a battle of some kind.
I'm a little bit worried because prior to starting this session, you're like, I gotta remember that you guys are like level 3 and I can't kill all of you. And now you're showing me a bunch of dead fucking bodies of shit that would have fucked us up.
Oh, God. Where are we going with this?
Taverns and Caverns.
And season 3 will start after this.
Back to Cat and Co.
This team is dead.
So Yome spots that. The others don't see that just yet, but you still don't know where that trail of blood goes. Do any of you follow the trail of blood, or what do you guys do? Yome, you're the only one that sees the bodies, though.
I'll start telling them. I'm like, guys, we should turn around.
I said that.
Why is that? You see Houta squinting. He has bad perception. He always will have bad perception too. He does too much drinking and smoking.
Pretty sure those are bodies of the stuff we just fought. We fought this, right? We fought one of these.
The corrupted goblinoids? Yeah, we fought
Yeah.
some.
Okay.
Oh, more of the same?
They're dead. Something killed them.
So we might not be walking into a enemy, perhaps.
That we do not know.
So tread
It
carefully,
could
I
be a
guess.
bigger enemy.
Could be. Hey, Roroi Royce,
Not
What?
scared enough.
won't you take the lead?
Oh,
Sure.
what? That's kind of fucked up.
He
Nice.
will.
He's confident. I like his attitude.
Quit using him as bait.
Lead the way.
Sure will. I mean, they don't hunt each other, right?
They're dead.
Kind of taps him on the shoulder. Kind of nudges him
You
forward.
got this, buddy. We're like behind him. Like, you got this, buddy. Go ahead.
Yep. We're Scooby-Doo following.
Scooby-Doo following. Give them Scooby snacks.
All right.
Do you see anything, buddy?
He has to move further up than that.
Fucking move, bro.
I'll
Give him a little
I'll move
nudge.
right. I'll move right in the middle.
I'm moving with my mace.
Okay, so y'all have your weapons drawn.
Yep.
All right. Does anyone else move? Yome and Stella, you guys stay behind back there, or do you move up forward with them?
I'm gonna move here.
Okay, so Yome is scooting up just a little bit. Oh, Stella's going deep in there. Okay.
Mhm.
So Roy, Houta, everyone moves up slightly. You all find yourselves more along the open area of the field. And as you guys get closer to the bodies lying there scattered, and you're looking around, there was definitely a battle. You don't even have to make a roll. As you guys are looking through some of these dead Yaksha goblinoids, you see some of them have their arms cut off. One has a head cut off. Blood everywhere. Something tore these things apart. But one thing that you all quickly notice after you inspect the area is, I'm assuming someone followed that blood trail because you're going past the tree where that blood trail went around.
Yeah.
So as you guys come across that tree and you're looking around, you notice there is a massive creature sitting up against the tree where that blood went around.
Why does that icon look like Jack from Incredibles?
Like grown up
Or
ogre
the
Jack.
barbarian. Oh no. You got the same hairstyle.
What you see there, sitting along the base of that tree, bloodied, you see this ogre who is sitting there wounded, almost unconscious. He doesn't seem to notice you all just yet. But you see he is wearing, seems to be samurai-like armor, and his helmet is off his head. So you can see his face, but his face is bloodied. His left arm has a large gash in it, and blood is pouring down. It seems to be the blood tracks that you followed were his. But next to him, near his right hand, you see this massive glaive, one meant for an ogre, a creature his size. As he's sitting there, breathing slowly, he does not notice you're there. His eyes are closed at this point, but he seems to still be breathing from what you can see.
Houta notices the samurai armor. He kind of rushes over to him. Hi, big guy. Are you okay? Someone get us some water and some wraps. We need to bind up his wounds.
I look at everyone and I'm like, that's not a bear. That's supposed to be the bear.
You don't,
Aye, chop chop.
All right, goddamn.
Yome's
Calm
scared.
down,
She's like, that's not a bear.
whatever. I got medicine, so let me do it.
That's a good roll.
So you did a medicine check of a 21. So you inspect the ogre's body. As you look over his wounds, you can definitely tell he is severely injured. He's not dead. He is not necessarily on death's door, but he's had a lot of blood loss. And you can tell he's been injured for at least a couple hours. And he's still conscious. He can barely hear you though. And as Houta speaks up to him, he slowly opens his eyes and he looks over at you all. Ooh.
Oh no.
Who are you?
All the purifiers. We're at the savior. You seem to have taken some wounds. Don't try to use your strength. Get some rest.
There is another Yaksha. Super strong. Even I, Omog, could not defeat it.
Oromog, you have backup.
So is anyone gonna try and heal him, or are you guys gonna let him sit there?
I'll heal him.
Okay.
Sounds so excited.
I know.
Oh, that's a spell slot, dog.
I know.
Oh,
Mine
nice.
too.
Hit points.
All right. So Yome goes to try and heal Omug. And as she's doing so, all right. So
But
you heal,
if I cast it at second level, then I get another 1d8.
get another D8. And remember, you add your wisdom modifier. Well, you're already adding the wisdom modifier, so it's okay. So just roll
Well,
another
not
D8.
when I re-roll, right? My 1d8.
Yeah, just roll another D8. Oh, ouch.
My
I rolled
luck.
a 1.
All right. So 7 plus 3, so 10 HP. So as you begin to heal some of his wounds, you can see that your healing begins to shut and close the more aggressive wounds that could deal more damage to him or more life-threatening. But as he does get healed up, he looks over at you. Oh, Omog, thanks you for heal. You are purifiers too?
You're welcome.
More like the purest fire, but that's fine.
What is purest fire?
This group, as far as I know, no one's objected to it, so yeah.
Oh, I am Ogre Omog. I am purifier too. I come to slay Yaksha. Did you come across my allies?
Ew. Yeah, we have come across some other purifiers, but they were in worse shape than you were.
Yeah, they're dead.
Ew. I was kind of easing into it, but
Jesus.
Oh,
oh,
oops.
yeah, gave
She
him the
scratches
drink
the
with
back
ice.
of her head. Ooh, sorry.
Omog shakes his head. This is not good. Yaksha here. Very strong. Even Omog could not defeat. Did you see Big Yaksha?
Oh, which
Was it a spider?
No. Like bear.
Shit.
nor we had seen no such thing. But perhaps we've seen their tracks.
I did battle with Yaksha. It is like bear with beak and claws. It tear through Omog's armor so easily. I think know where this Yaksha is. He's gonna point slowly to the north. Omog follow Yaksha and found cave. Omog thinks villagers might be in cave, but before Omog can look, Omog attacked by Yaksha, almost kill Omog, but I devour and kill them with my glaive. And he looks and points at the fallen goblinoids around you. Be very careful. It is really strong.
Oh,
Duly noted.
so a bear with a beak. That sounds attractive.
Omog can stand because you heal him. So Omug is gonna grab onto his glaive, and you only healed him for 10 HP, so he's pretty badly hurt. So
Look, I tried, okay?
He grabs his giant glaive. Now remember, his glaive is not the size of a normal glaive. He has a specialized glaive that's meant for ogres his size. So his glaive is massive. He just grabs onto it and he slams it down on the ground. He uses it to help him up, and he looks at the rest of you. Omug is purifier too. Omug shall team up with the fire team, whatever you call yourself. We will kill Yaksha together.
I hope so, man. We ain't have this team long enough for dead weight. Oh, come on.
All right, old mug. Well met. Let's get this thing on the road and take care of this Yaksha.
Yes, like I said, Omog believes they're in the cave. And he points again to the north. Over this way. Omog will lead the way. And before he does anything, what's everyone's passive perceptions?
Let's see.
11.
Oh, yeah, 11.
Okay.
Perception is
Your passive perception.
14.
It's going to be under all of your skills.
Yeah, 15.
Okay. All right. So I rolled, let's see here. So the 14 and 15, everyone else that got lower than a 14, you do not hear this. If you have a 14 and 15, you hear some movements around you in the distance, some bushes moving to the side, and possibly some weird breathing coming from all around. So I think Stella and Yome are the only ones that hear this. And they're coming from all directions. So to the northeast, from the north, the southwest, and even the path you just came from. You hear sounds.
We got company.
Yome gets on her knees and she's like, "We surrender."
What are you doing on your knees?
If something cut through his armor, it's surely going to get through mine. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to die.
Well, he's a
Just wanted
much
to
bigger
get off that
target.
damn island.
He's a bigger target. All you got to do is stay moving.
I'm not that fast. Don't you remember Ediar? He could never move.
I don't know who that is.
Just point out this company. Where are they?
I don't know. They're
I just started spinning in a circle and pointing everywhere.
The
All right,
noises are
come
coming
out.
from everywhere.
Come out. We are the purifiers.
All right.
Don't tell him our name.
We'll tell him our name.
So as you all prepare yourselves for whatever might be around, so what you do, start to spot are several more Yaksha, the smaller Yaksha, the goblinoid ones again, slowly beginning to surround the party. And they all look like they are drooling from their mouths, and their heads are now turning in full 360, 180 different
360,
directions.
180.
Yeah, different directions.
It's Tony Hawk. What the fuck's going on?
But yeah, their heads are turning and spinning in ways that they should not be able to spin.
Exorcist shit.
And yeah, some exorcist shit. And I rolled a 16. So we have the turn order here. Stella 18, Roroi 18, Houta is at 15. Yome, what's your initiative? I'll roll one for Omug. Omug's got a 14. Damn, that's another 18.
Jeez.
All right. So out of the 3 18s, who has the highest dex? We'll just do it from that.
Or
15.
Definitely not Roroi.
18. I
Got
thought
it.
you meant the modifier.
Or whatever.
Yeah, whoever. So start with the highest dex and then lowest
It's
dex.
Stella.
Okay, so Stella's first, then Yome, then Roroi,
Yeah.
then the Yaksha, Houta, and then Omug. So you guys see several of those smaller goblinoid Yakshas beginning to surround you. Omug quickly slams his glaive in the ground. The Yaksha are here. Finish them.
We'll
And
take orders from you, big guy.
Come on, be nice. Here's a fellow purifier.
Yet to see his badge, but let's do this.
So Stella, you have the first go. Before the Yaksha can do anything, what are you doing? You notice them coming. They tried to sneak you, but your passive perception was high enough. You and Yome found them before they can sneak attack you. What are you doing? You have the first go.
Sweet. Okay, so she steps out. You better move because I'm coming through. Beat, beat. And I'm going to roll high on my stealth. Creep, creep. And I'll try not to wake you up without a peep. Melatonin coming out my hands. I'll cast sleep. And I'm going to cast that. 1, 2, 3. It's 90 feet.
Yeah, you can
it's
reach
a
all of them.
20-foot sphere.
Okay,
Sweet.
so who? Well, 20-foot radius. So you could probably only hit 2 of them. Probably these 2, the top left, the northwest, probably the 2 that you can hit with a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll 5d8.
All right. So go ahead and roll. So you can hit die up to 22 total.
Yep.
All right. So they both fall asleep. Just like you did the last combat. The 2 Yaksha that are beginning to walk up towards you, they immediately drop to the ground sleeping. And Omug looks confused. He looks down at you, Stella. What kind of words are those?
That purest fire! And then she just starts running towards one of the ones she put to sleep. Let me see.
I'll wake his ass up.
Oh, well, the one that's down, I'm definitely going to run and attack that shit.
Okay, so you're going to run towards one of them. All right.
So my movement speed is actually 25. Okay. I guess I can't get too close. I could probably only get to like here.
Okay. That's fine. All right. So you rush towards the left Yaksha that you put to sleep out of the 2. And
because I can't use a melee weapon, right?
Right. You cannot use a melee weapon at this point.
It's okay. Okay.
All right. Yome, it is now your turn. You see your ally put 2 to sleep and she starts charging towards one of them. What do you do?
I do something. I am going to use aid. I'm going to give you guys aids.
Oh,
Fine, you can live from it now. It's all good. So I choose up to 3 creatures. I'm just going to do my 3 allies. Or do I want to do Oma? No, my 3 allies. Your guys' hit points, your maximum and current hit points increase by 5 for the duration. So, which is 8 hours.
Nice.
So you guys get an additional 5 hit points.
who?
All 3
of you.
Oh,
So temporary 5 HP. Add that temporary pool
yep.
to your HP.
Awesome. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You said that was 5?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Stella gets it as well. Not
So
Omug.
Stella flexes. Look at that arm.
So remember, your hit point maximum goes up temporarily. So if you're already max HP, you still get 5 HP added to whatever you have. But that's temporary. So remember what your hit point maximum currently is. And then on your character sheet, there's a temporary hit point you can do. So for example, Stella has 26 max HP. Now she has 31 HP.
Yep.
Temporarily though. So keep that in mind for 8 hours. And then, for example, Roroi being at 24, Roroi will now have 5 out of that. So he has 29 HP out of 35 instead of 30. All right. So very nice aid. Do you move anywhere, Yome, or do you stay next to them?
I don't think I can.
So if you do a bonus action, since you already cast an
It has to
aid,
be a
it has to be a
cantrip,
cantrip,
yeah.
correct?
And I don't think I have any cantrips that are bonus.
I don't think you do either.
I don't.
All right.
Womp, womp,
Well, you can still
womp.
move if you want.
I will move. I'll move like here, a little closer to Stella.
Okay. Roy, what are you doing?
All right. So I'm
Armor
going
model.
to paste what I'm going to do.
Defensive field.
Yeah.
Part of
Since
your
I-
armor.
yeah. Since he never took off his armor, but he just added to it. So you see Roroi kind of go into a Shaolin tiger stance, then kind of gets up, crosses his arms, and you hear him yell out, "Purify and protect!" and you see his armor start to glow.
What the fuck?
And as a bonus action, we'll get temporary HP, and he's going to cast Firebolt at this.
Okay, at the Yaksha to the south of
Yeah.
Stella, that's not asleep, in front of Yome.
Mhm.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll. Ooh, that's a crit.
Oof.
Ooh, boy. Go ahead and roll that damage. 8 points of fire damage. So your firebolt goes speeding towards the Yaksha, and as it slams into it, it almost pushes it back. And you can see now that this Yaksha has this hole burning inside of its chest. It's not dead, but it drops to its knees, and it looks up at you as its head begins to twist in a disgusting way, exorcism style. It's not dead, but you hurt it quite a bit for 8 points of damage.
All right. That's all he will do, equal to my level of class. So I get additional
3 HP.
3 point G.
All right, it is now their turn. Are you moving anywhere?
You know what? He's going to run towards the one he just attacked
Okay, so you
to
can
try
move
to
up.
finish it off.
All right, go ahead and move up your movement speed. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get ready for their turn.
That's my movie. Yeah, I'm moving right next to him.
Okay. All right. So the other Yaksha to the far north, it sees the closest one can get to is Houta. Houta, you see this start charging at you on all fours like a wild rabid beast.
You saved me a trip.
And it's going to swing its claws at you. It jumps up, attacking you, and I rolled an 18.
Oof.
It's gonna it's gonna deal 6 points of damage, slashing damage to you.
All right.
And
There goes that HP that I gave you.
The other two that are asleep, they can't do anything at this point. However, the one next to Roroi, it's going to attack you, Roroi. Even though it has a giant hole in its chest, it crits you back.
Wait.
Oh, you're going to take 12 points of damage.
Oh,
Goddamn, brother.
It slashes up into your armor, and it cuts through your armor with its claws. And as its head twists around, you can see its fangs begin to open as it drools this black goo from its mouth. And the other fifth Yaksha that's not asleep, to the south, it charges up at Yome.
Better back up,
That's another crit. Oh my god.
Ryan.
Dude, it is. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh no.
Y'all should have known when he was on demon time before we started recording.
Well, so that is going to be a 3 plus a 5, 8 points of damage, slashing damage. So 8 points only, and the other two are asleep, so that's their turn. Houta, it is now your go.
Houta is going to 5-foot step around this Yaksha that charged him, saving him a trip. And he's just going to slash at him with his scimitar.
All right, make me an attack roll. 15 shall hit. Deal your damage.
Let's see. There we are.
All right, so for 3 slashing damage, do you do an offhand attack with anything? Because you are a rogue.
I don't have anything. I've noticed. I have no items. I have nothing.
I mean, you should have at least a secondary weapon.
Yeah, I should.
He got that pipe.
If you don't, I'll allow you to have one because rogues definitely start with at least 2 weapons.
I'm just gonna say I have a dagger then.
Okay, so you can make a bonus action offhand attack with a dagger. You just don't get to add your dex to the damage.
All right. What is a dagger? Like
1d4 damage.
1d4.
Yeah, and then your attack roll. Well, you have to make the attack roll, which is gonna.
Sorry.
So it'll be your a d20 plus your dex and your proficiency. So
Let's see. So +6. All right.
and we can add the dagger to your character sheet here in the future. I'll get that for you.
Yep. Let me get my dice roller. Yep.
All right.
+6.
So let's
Here it
see.
is.
We'll see what what the attack roll is. 21 definitely hits. Since you already rolled that 4 for damage, we'll stick to that. So you deal an additional 4 points of damage. So 3 plus 4 for 7 points of damage. As you slash into this Yaksha with your scimitar and dagger, you see this black ooze began to ooze from it as if that's the blood, and it just hisses out at you. It's not dead, but you've heard it quite a bit.
All right. Let me add a dagger to my.
All right. And at that point, the final character for the round, it's Omug. Omug's looking around. More Yaksha. Omug, destroy. And Omug, being a large creature, he just jumps up into the air. You see him jump up. He's going to go for the one that's closest to him, which is the one Houta is with. And he jumps into the air, landing behind the Yaksha with Houta to give him an advantage because he knows how to fight. So he has an advantage on this attack. So I'm going to go ahead and roll Omug's glaive with an advantage. The 22 will hit. And as he comes jumping down, he does 13 slashing damage. Omug lands behind the Yaksha with his giant glaive. And you can see as he does so, the ground beneath you, Houta, shakes slightly from his size.
Ooh.
And his glaive comes down from the top of the Yaksha's head all the way through its body down to the ground. And the Yaksha just gets split in half in front of you. And
Deleted. I said deleted.
deleted. Omug just lets out this roar. Omug mad. Omug destroy Yaksha. All right, that's his turn. Stella, it is now round 2.
Hit his ass with that large in charge. All right. So can I use a cantrip and a melee weapon in the same turn?
So it just depends, because if you're going to use an action for your attack, you can do a cantrip as long as it's a bonus action. I'll allow it as long as it's a bonus action cantrip.
Okay. I was just wondering. So I'm just gonna walk right up with my rapier and stab this one that's asleep on the ground.
All right, so you rolled a 12. All right. And let's see here. One second. Okay, so it's technically unconscious. So you have advantage on your attack rolls. You don't get an automatic hit. That's what I wanted to verify.
Gotcha.
So as you swing the 12 at the Yaksha, you do hit it. I'll say you almost missed it, but you do hit it with a 12, barely. And you did 10 piercing damage. As you pierce the Yaksha with your rapier, you stab it right through the face. It goes right out the skull of the opposite end, and it drops to the ground, gurgling in its black, oozy blood.
Ooh, ew.
Smoked.
All right. And I'm just going to move a little closer to this one so that.
All right. So you move up to the Yaksha, the other Yaksha that's still asleep.
Yep.
All right.
And that's just going to end my turn.
Okay. And it is now Yome's turn.
Oh no! They got her!
I was reading.
Oh.
I can do a cantrip and then a bonus spell, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as the cantrip is a normal action, not a bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do Sacred Flame. I can do it on the guy that's right in front of me, right? Because he's within my range. It doesn't say it's
yes.
Okay.
So he must make a dexterity saving throw. So let
yeah.
me roll. I have to beat a 13 or meet or beat a 13. I rolled a 5. It failed.
Loser. 1d8 damage. Oh wait, no.
Sacred Flame.
Not. Is it just 1d8?
Yeah, it's just 1d8.
Okay. 2.
All right. So it takes 2 points of radiant damage. All right. And what were you trying to do with your bonus action
is spiritual weapon.
Oh, so you're gonna cast spiritual weapon. Okay.
Yes. And then
where does that show up? I'll make a copy of you. You're doing the EDR.
I gotta do fucking something.
I'll put the
16 HP.
I'll put the blue icon. That's you can control it. Where do you want to summon it?
I mean, I guess near me. Whatever.
You
can
can
I put on the other side? Can I flank it with my own thing?
Yeah, you would have advantage. Yeah. So you summon a spiritual weapon and it appears behind the Yaksha, and it can still attack on the same turn that you summoned it. So you have to make an attack roll with it.
D8 plus your spellcasting modifier. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that does hit for 6 points of force damage. So you did 2 points of radiant damage plus 6 points of force damage for a total of 8. So as you do so, the Yaksha is beat by the sacred flame. It's burning by the radiant, damage, and then that weapon comes from behind and it smacks in the back of the head and it drops to its knees. It's not dead, but it's hurt. All right. Do you move anywhere or do you stay there?
Why did you say 8 damage? Shouldn't it be?
You did 6 force damage from your spiritual weapon plus 2 radiant damage.
Oh,
So total of 8 damage altogether.
I got you. I forgot about the 2.
All right.
No, I'm not gonna move.
Okay. Roroi Royce, it is your turn.
All right. He is going to punch this little ugly goblin thing.
Damn.
All right. Make an attack roll.
With his thunder gauntlets.
23 shall hit. So do your damage. 10 points of thunder. As you punch this Yaksha, who already has a hole in its chest, you slam your fist up against its face. Its head explodes, and you find this black ooze going all over your glove, and it drops to the ground. It is dead, deleted.
See, I know how to bring the thunder.
Oh boy.
As a bonus action,
Dale.
he's going to touch his armor where he got slashed.
All I
and
know is
he's-
Roy touches himself quite a bit. Like a
He's
lot.
going to regain his 3 temporary hit points.
Okay. All right. It is now the Yaksha's turn. Unless, do you move anywhere?
No, he's going to stay right there for now.
Okay. The Yaksha's still asleep. That Stella's going towards. And the one that's getting jumped by Yome, it's going to swing up at you again, Yome, in desperation. I rolled a 14. Does that hit you?
Sure doesn't. Get
All right.
bent, bitch.
All right. It misses. And the other one can't do anything. It's asleep. Houta, your turn.
All right, so Hota's gonna look where Stella is. He's gonna charge over there. He's running at this corrupted goblinoid like Ricky Morrow on a Yojimbo, and he's just gonna slash.
All right. You have advantage because that is that's a 1 or a 7.
Oh,
You have advantage on your attack roll because it's asleep.
let me roll that again then.
He's asleep. Why is it so hard for you to hit him, dog?
11.
He's shaking.
You needed a 12.
Oh my god, he's not even moving.
Can I just use my offhand?
Yes, you can.
I'm
Bitch,
just
slap
gonna
him.
ignore the +4 then. Oh,
You have advantage. You have advantage.
oh. Well, I'm gonna run like trash. Oh,
23 will hit.
oh goodness.
For 8 points of damage. You
Well,
stab.
take off the 4 because
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's
yeah.
right. Sorry, it's a dagger. So you did 4 points of damage.
Yep.
For into the neck of the, or the side of the head. As your dagger stabs its head, it quickly opens its eyes and it looks at you.
Wait,
It's
since
no
I have
longer-
advantage, sneak
No.
attack.
You do have sneak attack. Yes. Do your sneak
Oh.
attack damage.
What is my sneak attack damage? What is like
It should be a
2d6?
2 or 3d6. One of those two. It might be a 2d6 at level 3.
So Stella watching him swing and swing. And
Oh yeah, it
swing.
is. It's 2d6. Check it right now.
What's
He's
wrong
just
with
asleep.
you?
Yeah, he's
Hit him.
asleep. He's missing.
Plus this.
Right.
For another 8 points of damage. All right, so you did 4 plus 8. How do you kill it?
I stab him in the top of the head after missing my slashes. He kind of just like throws down his scimitar and just stabs into his head and kicks him off the blade.
That was a little rough for you.
Oh, it is what it is. Picks up his scimitar, sheathes it.
Told you not to smoke that stuff before we got in a
You
fight.
did smoke.
Oh, yeah.
The stick of tweets.
Oh, you could have had some if you asked for some.
That's not what we want. We want to be able to hit the sleeping goblin.
Fair
Not
enough.
miss.
You might have a point. Let's get the last one out the way.
All right, it's Omug's turn. Omug is gonna do what he can. There's only one Yaksha left. He's getting
Wow.
jumped
What
by
a
Yome.
fucking kill stealer.
And Omug comes around. Omug is here. He jumps up again with his glaive and he's gonna slash down at it. Doesn't mean I haven't hit it yet. He has to hit it.
Well,
That definitely hit it.
I don't think he's gonna fuck up. Yeah.
14 slashing damage. He comes through As he lands, he takes his glaive and he cuts the head off, and he takes his glaive back and he swings it again in a horizontal slash, cutting the waist through. So not only did he cut the head off, he's cut the waist in half, the body in half, basically.
The blood like splatters on her face. And she's
Yes.
like, I was gonna take care of that. That was unnecessary.
Omug looks down at Yome. Omug shows no mercy to Yaksha.
I was gonna kill it. I wasn't gonna let it live. I just didn't want to get dirty.
What
Damn.
do you mean? We kill Yaksha. We do good job.
Go take a nap, dog.
Your Omug was taking that. Now
Yeah.
Omug is awake.
I shouldn't have fucking healed you. I'm just kidding.
You really say that?
No, I don't. I don't say that. Calm down, Ryan. Don't take
All right.
everything so literally.
Hey, I don't know what your character's actually saying versus what they're not.
That was Felicia. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's wild.
Mm-hmm. And we will end this episode of Taverns and Caverns there. Thanks again for listening to another exciting episode of Taverns and Caverns, everyone. If you enjoyed our shenanigans, we ask that you please leave us ratings and reviews on Apple iTunes or any other podcast platform that you use. Also, please be sure to check out the Taverns and Caverns Patreon for exclusive content that you won't want to miss. You can find me on Twitter at HaphazardDM.
Yo, I'm Brad. I play Stella. And you can follow me on Twitter at Blaze_Nancy Bride King or NBK.
I am Robert Jones, and I played Houta Liu-bei. You can find me on YouTube, Trubone, Trubone.
I'm Felicia, and I play Yome. You can find me on Insta or Twitter at daggertribal.
I'm Rodimus playing Roroi Royce. You can find me on Twitter at Rodimus7901 or at Instagram at Rodimus83.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Those are all of our players and our cast members for Taverns and Caverns Season 2. Until next time, take care.